Hello everybody! Welcome to the final episode of my Unreal Engine crash course. So, in this last episode, we're gonna take a look at packaging, which is the act of taking this project and basically turning it into something that can be run on a variety of platforms. Okay, first off, what really is packaging in more detail? So, currently we're using the engine. I'm using it on Windows. You are likely using it too. And we have a bunch of assets in there that are usable by the editor. And what we want, though, in the end, what we want to deliver to our players is, an executable that can run on, whatever platform we want it to run. In this case, I'm going to show you Windows, but the engine also supports these other platforms listed here. And these platforms all have different ways of, different executable formats and basically different ways programs are structured on there. And the packaging process basically, turns our engine project into something that can be run on the target platform that we specify. And also does something called cooking to the assets, yes, that's the name, to basically, prepare them for the target platform in case they need to be of a specific structure. It gets complicated, and basically this packaging process tries to make it as simple as possible for users to produce something usable on these platforms. Some are easier to package for than others. You need to be a PlayStation developer, for instance, to publish to to package for the PS5 and stuff like that. But stuff like Windows, Linux, Mac, Android, iOS, these are supported by default, and I'm going to show you how you can package for Windows. Alright, back in the editor, I've already shown off this platforms menu, and this is where we're going to package from. So click it to expand it and go down to Windows. If you're on Linux or Mac, then, well, obviously, you're not going to use Windows, but we're going to do it for Windows because it's the most common platform to game on, and yeah, it's my platform and my tutorial. So you can expand it and you will see some stuff. So there's also the option to just cook the content, but there's the option to package the project. Before we do this, however, I quickly want to mention this configuration option. So there are different configurations, debug, game, development, and shipping, in which you can package the project. And these differ. For instance, the shipping is like the final configuration that you're going to use when your project is done, and you want the the final executable to be as optimized as possible, both in terms of speed and size. So but like, if, for instance, your packaged game crashes, then it's going to be much more difficult to find out what happened if you used a shipping configuration instead of like development or debug game. These include some extra tools that you can use to debug your game and figure out if something went wrong, but they're larger in size and a bit less optimized than shipping. So you can read more about them in the Unreal documentation. By the way, in case you don't really see an SDK version down there, or there's an error when you try to package it, then I'm gonna link an article in the description where, not an article, a forum post where someone sent some links to, Microsoft pages where you can install the SDK from. Hopefully the engine does this for you, but just in case it doesn't, then this forum post might help you, just so you know. Click on Package Project, and this will open up your project folder, and you can just package it in here, or you can choose a target location, but either way, select the folder where you want to package it to, and yeah. You can now click on this on the right hand side. You will hear a little sound, and you can click Show Output Log, and the first time you package something, it takes a long while, so don't worry if it takes like 30 minutes. That is normal the first time around, because there's a bunch of stuff that needs to be done. So I'm just gonna wait for this to package, hope it doesn't take too long for me, and I'll see you when it's done. Alright, I'm back. So, if everything worked, you should get a little sound, and you should see this here in the log, exiting with exit code 0, success. And if you did, then go check the folder where you saved the project in, or where you exported it to, and it should say Windows in my case, because that's the platform I exported it to. So if you open this up, you can see there's a crash course, which contains the content, and this just contains the files with, you know, all the content in it. And if you go to Engine, then you can see some other stuff that Unreal exports, and the important thing is this exe. So let's see if it actually works. Yeah, there's a firewall, but ooh, look at that. Yeah, we're in our first level. The sound was playing. Yeah, okay. This actually works. And now, okay, you can't hear this, but there's actually sound in the background. Great, okay. Yeah, the dash is working as intended. The coin counter is working. Let's see, escape. Okay, I can still hold it down. Yeah, I might have forgotten about something there. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, but that's why we export, so we can test this stuff. Okay, the sound works and you can quit. Okay, yeah, and this is how you export a project. Oh yeah, and in case you can't find the log anywhere, you can go to Window and Output Log, and here you can see, here's the stuff. Okay, so to recap, we learned how we can export projects, we learned about shipping configurations, we learned, you know, in what kind of format that stuff gets exported and where you can find it, and yeah, that's it for this episode. So, because this is the last episode, I just want to say to everyone who watched this far, thank you. And I hope you learned some useful things along the way. If there's any feedback, positive or negative, put it down in the comments below or join my Discord. I'd like to know how I can improve. So especially if there was something that wasn't really clearly explained in your opinion, or that you didn't understand, or maybe I spoke too quickly, too slowly, maybe I made too many crappy jokes, anything really, let me know so I can improve. And I hope this tutorial series has been helpful to you, so that you can make your own games in the future. Alright, for the last time in this course, see you then, and Creator out.